first time The Undertaker and Big Daddy V have ever met. It is the first time Big Daddy V has experienced that long walk, that long entrance, that awe-inspiring feeling from the legendary Undertaker.
But I think you saw in the face of Big Daddy V that he's not going to back down despite the awe-inspiring entrance, despite everything that backs the Undertaker, the reputation. Big Daddy V doesn't care right now. All he cares about is here and now and also this Sunday.
And that's right, Coach. Big Daddy V does not look to be intimidated as he's set to go one-on-one with The Undertaker. And The Undertaker over the years has made a career of being able to adapt. He is the WWE's version of Darwin's evolutionary theory. He has adapted to so many opponents over the years, and again tonight, he must do it against the 500-pound master.
Yeah, The Undertaker is taking a big, small,
the right hands by the best pure striker in the history of this industry, The Undertaker. But there's the strength of Big Daddy V, who follows it up with a clothesline. Wow, what a clothesline by the 500-pounder.
And you know that Big Daddy V is going to take his time, be methodical, and just try to wear The Undertaker down.
You got 2-4, use it.
It is rare, to say the least, to say that The Undertaker is man-handed. The Undertaker with the right hands to the skull of Big Daddy V, who just dropped The Undertaker with a headbutt.
And even though Big Daddy V is big, you see how quick he was right there with that headbutt.
And it's just the brute mass, the brute strength, and how he uses the strength Big Daddy V does to wear his opponent down.
Yes, not so much how hard each and every strike is, it's how many comes, and it's how much mass comes behind it.
He smothers you, and I don't mean that in a funny way. He smothers you, Big Daddy V does. And here comes the 500-pounder, and that's like getting hit by a Mack truck.
And The Undertaker could not get out of the way.
Undertaker driven to his knees, and Big Daddy V so quickly in control. And if he wears The Undertaker down tonight, takes something out of The Undertaker, you may take the favorite out of the Royal Rumble match. And watch this. Undertaker, the vintage Undertaker, planted Big Daddy V with a DDT. Could be the opening he needs. Shoots the half on the 500-pounder. Here's the cover. Kick out at 2. Undertaker has been in the ring with the biggest and the baddest over the years.
And you're watching the most complete fighter today, yesterday, and tomorrow in The Undertaker.
You see how The Undertaker is struggling. You heard him groan as he tried to bring the big man to his feet. Undertaker trying to wear the shoulder, work the shoulder, perhaps set up Big Daddy V for old school. That's what he's going to do. And if there's one way to get this big man off his feet, it may be with a near 300-pounder delivering old school.
But you can see Big Daddy V able to counter.
Oh, a clubbing blow, driving Undertaker out of the ring.
And again, now
cheap shot by Matt Striker. Remember, Matt Striker, he's the man who really cost The Undertaker the opportunity to be battling for the world title at the Royal Rumble. What a shot. Because it was Matt Striker who failed to count to the count of 3 in that beat the clock match a couple of weeks ago.
Well, the man behind the man is certainly right now being the man.
Oh, and Undertaker, after bounced up the steel steps, battling back with the right hands. Daddy V, skull off steel.
We're seeing right now how hard The Undertaker is having to work to get Big Daddy V off his feet. Undertaker 10 years ago may have plowed through a guy like Big Daddy V, but he's had to learn to evolutionize how he fights today.
And the fact of the matter is Sunday, somebody is going to have to get that 500-pounder over the top rope. Not through it, not underneath the bottom rope, but over the top rope to win that Royal Rumble match. Undertaker.
And tonight, The Undertaker somehow has to pin Big Daddy V. That's no easy task either.
How do you keep that man down, Big Daddy V? Undertaker, 300-pounder, still trying to get the big man off his feet. Undertaker again, lining up the second time to the corner. Normally those moves knock the man down, but no, a boot this time did. To the skull of Big Daddy V. The big man's down. There's the leg drop. Here's the cover. This could be it. Shoulders down. And a kick out at 2.
Well, the Undertaker is using everything in his arsenal to get Big Daddy V down. But now, how do you get the 1, 2, 3?
That's great. Trying to figure it out. And Undertaker going for a choke slam.
Oh, no.
Undertaker measuring the Big Daddy V. Can he get the 500-pounder in the air?
You got it!
You gotta be kidding me! A choke slam! Undertaker!
That's
the
it!
Cover! This is over! There's Big Daddy V kicked out! He kicked out!
I cannot remember.
Undertaker can't believe it! I can't believe it! Big Daddy V kicked out of that choke slam! When is the last time you saw that?
The Undertaker is beside himself, not really knowing what to do.
And when's the last time you saw the Undertaker in that predicament? And Undertaker going for old school. Up to the top rope, measuring Big Daddy V. A blow across the shoulder drives Big Daddy V to one knee. Boot to the temple.
I gotta give Big Daddy V credit. Showing heart, staying in this match.
Oh, and catching the Undertaker in the side slam. And Undertaker quickly rolled out of the way. He was trying to catch his breath, but he also instinctively moved out of the way quickly. And Undertaker going for the triangle choke. The triangle choke, who so many have tapped out to before.
I think Big Daddy V is way too big to get in that.
Oh, he is way too big.
And you can see now, back on the offensive.
Undertaker could not apply the triangle choke to that massive body of Big Daddy V. So Big Daddy V's taking the choke slam and the triangle choke out of the arsenal of the Undertaker. And Undertaker may be moments away from losing all momentum going into Sunday. 500 pounds.
And now just clubbing instead of going for the win. Clubbing the back of the Undertaker.
The Phenom squashing and suffocating the Undertaker. And the blow after blow driving the air from the lungs of Undertaker, who again goes for the triangle choke.
Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Wait a minute. It wasn't a triangle choke. What the hell is that? Undertaker. Big Daddy V is desperately tapping. And now, Undertaker, from out of nowhere, the winner of this match as a result of a submission, The Undertaker.
There was blood coming out of the mouth of Big Daddy V. I don't know what that was.
What it was the Undertaker seemed to have set up Big Daddy V for the triangle choke again. But from out of nowhere, he slipped the leg under the chin. It's some sort of submission maneuver we've never seen before. And Mark Henry heading to the ring, but apparently not. Mark Henry telling the Undertaker you went too far. The look of concern in the eyes of the world's strongest man. Big Daddy V. Blood pouring from the mouth after that unique submission maneuver by the Undertaker.
And Michael, you asked what it was. Well, what it was devastating.
The Undertaker adapted again tonight. The choke slam didn't work. The triangle choke didn't work. So the Undertaker went to the well. He came up with something we've never seen before, and he made Big Daddy V tap out. And did you see the look of maybe fear in the face of Big Daddy V.
Well, that's vintage Undertaker. All those things you just mentioned. Figuring out a way, changing his style to get a win. Whatever that was, the Undertaker beat an almost unbeatable man in Big Daddy V.
That picture tells the story. It was sudden. It was sudden impact by the Phenom, the Undertaker. The Undertaker adapted again tonight. What will the Phenom be able to do to win his second straight Rumble match on Sunday?
Well, he's going to have to figure it out.